Hello, scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back today with a fun, exciting beach layout. So, for this one, I am using my scrapbooking store kit for the month of May. When I first got this kit, I was so excited because it is a total beach themed kit. And my scrappy bestie, Hannah, and I, we went on a girls' trip, weekend trip, back in 2020, and I can't believe it was that long ago. Like, it feels like it was so much sooner than that, but yeah, it was 2 years ago almost. We went to the coast in Washington, and we spent 2 days just kind of walking around this really cute area called Port Angeles, and we did a bunch of touristy things there. We got an Airbnb, and we just had so much fun. It was amazing. But a lot of my photos were beach themed, and so I was super excited to have this collection and to be able to scrapbook with it. So this first layout that I am making or sharing with you, actually, I think this is the second layout that I made for this kit. But this is two photos that we took when we first got into town and we were starving. I think it was lunchtime because we left around 8 or 9 in the morning, and I think it took us 3 hours to get there. And so we got there about 1 o'clock maybe, and so we were super hungry by then. So we stopped at this place called Salty Girls, and it was a fun seafood kind of shack, but it was in like a nice building and everything. And with COVID, they did have you wearing masks, and they were only seating so many people at a time, so we did have to wait for about, I think, 15-20 minutes to be seated, but it really wasn't that bad. And it was nice, like just a fun beachy environment. It was so cool. Anyway, I'm just reliving the experience. It was so much fun to just have it be Hannah and me, and we were just out enjoying time together. So you can see I have kind of created this cool little, I don't even know what to call it, shelf, I guess. That's what Debbie Hodge would call it, on the bottom of the layout. And I'm just using a lot of my papers for the embellishments on this layout, which was so much fun. Usually I try to use the sticker sheet and all of the embellishments that come in the kit and everything. And this time, I don't think I used any stickers from the sticker sheets. I also am going to bring in a cut file from Cut to You that I'm going to embellish with, and I'm also going to use some mixed media towards the end of this layout. I have really decided that mixed media is my new favorite thing. So I'm having so much fun playing with supplies, and I just had my birthday last week, and I bought some Brutus Monroe products that I'm going to be playing with hopefully soon. So I'm super excited. Okay, now here I am bringing in, I believe this is my Close to My Heart Smoothie ink, and I'm just going to ink the edges on every single piece of paper. So that's what I'm doing now, and I am going to mat the photos on, I'm going to actually mat them on 2 different pieces of paper. So usually I use the same piece of paper or, pattern paper or whatever. And this time I decide to try to use up some scraps. And so I think that's the reason why I use 2 different pieces of paper. So here you can see I'm trying to decide what colors to use for my paper. It's not working. I don't really like any of the 12 by 12 pieces, of paper. And so that is the reason why I decide to bring in these 4 by 6 pocket page cards. And it works out so perfect to mat these photos. They are a little bit smaller than 4 by 6, so it was great. It worked out great to use these 4 by 6 cards from the cut apart sheet. So I'm just going to mat the one side, and then on the second photo, I'm going to mat the other side. So it kind of makes it easier when you do this type of photo matting. You don't have to use the whole 4x6 paper. So here I'm going to use this pretty blue one with the flowers to the left of it. And I really like how that turns out. Okay, so now the photos are matted, and I am just going to glue this whole photo mat to the bottom of the layout. Then I'm going to start gluing everything else down, and I just really love how this layout turned out. If you are not already a member of the Scrapbooking Store Kit Club, I would love to have you check the link below. If you do order through my link, I do get a little bit of a commission, which is really helpful for me. Just kind of pay for supplies, scrapping supplies, so that I can keep making all these fun videos for you guys. Also, if you'd like to support me, I am on Patreon, and I do about 3 or 4 videos on there every month, just depending on which tier you sign up for. Actually, I do more than 4 videos a month. I don't know why I said 3 or 4. That's not all I do. I do a lot of stuff for my patrons. We do lives, and I do 1 class every month, and then I'm thinking about adding a class to just the general membership, and then if you want like a specialized class, then that is part of the higher tier, the 2 higher tiers. Sorry, I'm apparently losing my voice. So I'm super excited about being on Patreon again, and I really just love doing it for fun. It's really fun focusing on doing something just for people that want to help me personally in my own, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, I get to do whatever I want. I get to do whatever I want on my YouTube channel as well, but I still am catering to other people, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I just need to stop talking. Anyway, I love Patreon because it's just mine and I can do whatever I want. And my patrons are so supportive and just amazing. So come on over and be a part of my Patreon group. It's really small right now, but you know what? That's totally fine. And that's what I love, because I can be more personable with my patrons. I do have a Facebook group. I haven't been very active on it because life, but I do have a Facebook group that I kind of want to make a little bit more of a place where we gather every day and just kind of chat. So I am having surgery at the end of May. So it's like May 26th is the day of my surgery. And so for the month of June and some of July, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to concentrate a lot on scrapbooking and just getting ahead of schedule so that I have so much already done. So then I can participate on Facebook a lot more and do other things as well. So that's my goal, is to get far, far ahead. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so this is about the gist of my layout. I am right now, I think I'm thinking, okay, I need something more in like I need another cluster or something more in that relax and refresh area. And so I'm trying to think about that while I'm gluing down this cluster up here, which I really liked. I thought this cluster was super fun and simple. Okay, so here is where I bring in this cut file from Cut to You, and I'm thinking it needs more than just being a white cut file. So what I decided to do is I was thinking I would bring in a spray and I would kind of use it like a stencil. So that's what I'm going to do here. I am using my shimmers. I think it's Scarlet's Fever, which is kind of like a reddish pink, and it actually doesn't turn out as great as I thought. The muzzle, oh my goodness, the nozzle on the spray must be clogged or something, because it was not spraying, like, it wasn't spraying. it was a stream. As you can see, it's kind of just going out, and I had to do, yeah, I don't know. It did not work out the greatest. I pick it up and I'm like, oh crap, that looks bad. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, what did I do? So I'm going to cut it off, and I decide to just leave the whole cut file there. I'm going to glue it down, and it doesn't look amazing, but actually after it dries, it really doesn't look that bad, and I kind of like it. Like right now it kind of looks like a mess, but it actually doesn't look too bad once I glue the cut file piece down and then it dries. So yeah, that didn't work out the greatest, but it's okay. I still love how it turned out. Then for the leaves, I am going to use some old Dazzlers, and I am going to put that on top of the leaves, and you'll see that in the photos. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a great and wonderful scrappy week. Bye.